Look at that.
It's cute. Yeah.
It's a little push one.
There we go. It's up. I want to rename it real quick.
Okay.
See if it can hear us. I guess I could do that. See. Let me rename it real quick. Hello, can you guys hear us? Hello.
Hello.
Turn monetization on real quick too. Whoa.
What?
It's just like clear, like, ooh. It just looks weird.
Oh.
But that's just literally what it looks like. Right there. I just have it on there. Yeah. Okay. Notifications.
Oh, that's that guy.
Those off.
The
Yeah,
guy
that's the dude.
has been getting.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you guys hear? You get? Oh, they can hear. Sweet. Okay.
Tweet.
Cool. This looks weird. Actually, let's just do that because that's freaking me out. Limited. Well, it's already limited. It's weird.
It's so dumb.
I know. I don't know why. Let me rename. I'm just trying to rename this live real quick. Turn this up, probably. Huh? Oh no, it's high enough. Let's do. Should just call it
Spelled it wrong.
I know. Fix it. That?
My name's Cal.
Should we call it?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Whoa. Sorry about the like freaky ass.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just because it should be fine now. It should be
Okay.
fine in a minute. It's just supposed to. It like looks really weird. Why is it repeating itself? Is it like repeating itself for you?
No, it's not. I don't think so. Is it?
Weird. It should be good now, right? No, it is repeating itself.
It is repeating
What
itself.
the
What the
heck?
heck?
Hold on.
That's weird.
Is it still live? Hang on, we're just trying to figure out this real quick and then we're going to get started. Here, how about this? How about this? Oh, it's still live.
Is it?
Here, we're just going to do this.
Okay.
We're just going to do this. There you go. I don't know why. It's like, it looks like it's like on a loop. It's weird. Right?
Is it gonna stop eventually?
I don't know why I don't know why I keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Yes, like your screen is tripping me out.
I know, sorry. It's I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Okay,
maybe it'll stop.
there you go.
What the hell? That was weird.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna use. I don't know what that was about, dude. No idea. Oh man, that was so weird. Okay. So there. Is everybody good now? It just says Apoc and everyone's screen, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Oh my god, I have no idea what that was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just get started then. Hey, how's everybody's day going? How are you, Paige?
I'm good.
It's a little warm now.
It's not warm. It's
No?
not too bad.
Well, that's fine because usually I'm overheated.
warm.
You're not. When you're overheated,
Yeah.
I'm not. Opposites. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what that screen thing was about. Super weird. It was like it just looked like it was on a loop. It was freaking me out too.
Yeah.
Anyways, so today we just decided to do a little stream. I have another video coming out very soon. I'm wrapping it up today, scripting wise. It's kind of like debunks their, KKandbabyJ's, Karen and Qua's entire financial story. I mean, I have a lot of stuff that's just going to come out and debunk it all. Mm-hmm. But this one, it just really shines a light on their lie. Mm-hmm. And what we're going to, I'm going to have that out soon, hopefully tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it recorded today, maybe late tonight or something like that. And then,
yeah, I guess
or maybe tomorrow and get it started and hopefully have it out soon. But we decided to get out of stream to talk about this because I know people have been wanting us to talk about it, which is their financial situation that came out with their podcast. And I've mentioned it a little bit, but not much.
Because they came out 2 podcasts.
Yeah, those are like the third. No, there's like 3 ones, aren't there? No. Or was just 2?
3 ones.
No. 3 ones. 3 ones. Talking like Karen over here.
I know.
How's the baby, Apoc? Pretty good. He's sleeping right now. He's grown, getting big.
He's almost a year.
He's already cussing. No. And I don't know, a couple weeks out though, and he needs to go get a job. Living here rent free. No, he's good. He's just he's growing. It's crazy. It's almost his first birthday. He turns 1 on the 27th. In a week, yeah.
Right?
Is it a week? Yeah. A week. 1 week he turns 1 years old. It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts because it'd be crazy because in the week he'll have been out of you for an entire year. Mm-hmm. That's nuts. Yeah. Because it just feels like we just had him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Feels like we just had Satan.
I know, right? Yeah, it's been over 2 years.
2 years and 2 years and a month.
Yeah, almost 2 years and a month since our son died, and that's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. Just because it happened. It's crazy because she was pregnant for like 30 weeks, and then it stopped. It just it was just like done, like in 3 days. We were in the hospital, and then it was over with, and then it's like it never happened. It did happen, like it's
obviously,
there. It will always be there. It's there, but it's just crazy.
It's still unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Anyways, that's not what this is about. So,
yeah.
So we're gonna talk about KK's financial thing, which is all horse dude. I know some people are saying like, oh well, we knew they were in a financial hardship. They weren't in a financial hardship because they were still spending money.
Yeah.
At all.
They weren't ever broke. But yeah, they weren't ever broke, but I think that they did have their own version of financial hardship, quote, because they were spending so much and they weren't making enough to.
But it's funny though, within the timeline that they said that they were broke, they were still spending money.
They were spending
like you said, it was their own version of broke. Because you got to remember, Qua's version of being like living in poverty apparently was living in a nice house
and having $60,000
and having a rich family. Mm-hmm. Hey Jess.
Well, sorry, I'm just getting distracted. What were they saying?
I don't know. We'll answer this. How's the family life going? Well, we just said it's going pretty good. You're just watching our son grow. He's almost a years old.
Yeah.
Years old.
A years old.
God. He's almost a year old. And and I don't know. We're just watching him grow. Mm-hmm. People also want to see us reveal our animals too. We need to do that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. That will come. We'll just see.
Although I am working on the TikTok.
Yeah, we're trying to get like a TikTok going with our animals and stuff. So I'll link it whenever we get that. Mm-hmm. And was stealing for fun. Yeah, stealing was fun for them.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, stealing was fun. Yeah, it was
for both of them.
Yeah, Qua's like,
let's not act like Karen.
Yeah, bros. I was getting money. I was getting an iPod, be able to afford pizzas. It's a sick time, dude. That's what he said. It's like you're having a good time breaking in the cars.
I think the thing that bothered me the most out of their whole financial, the broke part, that bothered me. But the next podcast that they came out with talking about the PPP loan, because somebody sent them a message saying that they had a $200,000 PPP loan. Nowhere did I see that. None of us were saying that they had a $200,000 PPP loan. None of us said that.
No, everyone was saying it was $100,000.
The exact amount, meaning like almost $140,000.
No. They were saying no. People didn't even say, like, as far as I saw from everybody talking about it. People
I did. I commented on her shit, and basically called her out.
No, but that's you though. I'm talking about other people.
She deleted my comment.
I seen everybody talking about. They were talking about how it was just like 100 or 107,000. People were saying they only got 2 loans. They didn't get 2 loans.
I never saw.
They got 4
anybody
loans.
talk about $200,000.
No,
I saw people mentioning $200,000 in debt of taxes or whatever it was. But I never saw $200,000 in PPP loans. So that chick who sent them that message was bullshitting and obviously didn't know shit about what they were talking about. And then they continued to lie in that fucking podcast about the fact that they didn't know what a PPP loan was. No. And then they were like, oh, but we got one. And, oh, yeah, we applied for it.
Yeah.
And then they never mentioned the fact that they got it wasn't a PPP loan either. No. It was the disaster loan.
Yeah.
And they lied, or did not lie. They just neglected to mention that they also got almost $40,000 for KKandbabyJ, just KKandbabyJ itself.
Yeah, and it was 107,000 for Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Well, people were saying that they got 2 loans. They didn't get 2 loans. They got 4. They got 100,000. They got $100,000 loan for Kick-Ass, and then another $7,000 loan. And then for KKandbabyJ, they got like a third. I think it was like a 30. I think it was like 30. I think it was like 37,000 roughly, and then they got another one that was like worth 3,000. And which, by the way, like obviously when COVID came, it was like really late March, and then it came in April where we had like the mandatory quarantine and stuff like that. So obviously like businesses weren't taking the hit yet, because obviously that has to build up over the time. It was like more like mid and like in like May, June, July where people start really feeling it. It wasn't really in the beginning of April.
Well, also they were really feeling it because at that point they had lost sponsorships because of the racist stuff. So he tried it. That was the other thing. He also tried to say that they lost sponsorships or they weren't making as much money from sponsorships because of COVID. No, it was because of your racist past that you lost.
Yeah, he said,
and it was because of people going after their sponsorships, which no, I don't agree with, but yeah, it happened.
Well,
so,
well, yeah, he said in the middle of COVID that their sponsorships like got cut off or whatever.
They don't get cut off.
But the reason,
your sponsorships got cut off because,
well, yeah, they were saying racist stuff, and people literally like, and I don't agree with going after people's like sponsorships or money or anything like that, but that's the reason why it happened was because people were contacting like HelloFresh and whatnot, because they said racist things, and they cut ties with KKandbabyJ. That's why
Qua's making up this shit saying it was because of COVID that happened. No,
but that's
it's
why
because of your past. Well, no, and I don't agree that they deserve that or anything like that, because I mean, they kind of do, but I'm just saying, like, I just think it's not okay to go after their money like that, but I also understand it at the same time.
Well, yeah, but
especially with what was going on.
But that's why Qua released that video on his personal channel addressing the racist allegations. Yeah. Because that's why I was wondering why he was so mad. I was like, why is he so heated? We didn't find that out until afterwards. It's funny because the guy who always tries to like compose himself and make him seem humble and deep and a nice guy and genuine and stuff like that was unhinged. He was unhinged, and I was like, whoa, all right, like why are you so mad, bro? Like, you mad at me that hard? Are you mad at like little girls that hard? And it was because they went after his money. No, I had nothing to do with it. He said he called me a pathetic white guy or whatever, and I'm like, dude, I didn't do anything. I didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it.
He had nothing to do with that. Didn't know anything about that. Didn't call your sponsorships. Nope. Don't have anything to do with that. I said that in my video. I didn't say. I didn't even know about it. Yeah. I didn't even know about it, and then I made the video about it because what's funny is at that point in time I was like, I'm kind of burnt out in KKandbabyJ. Yeah. I was like, I was trying to get away from them. Yeah, you were. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was trying to pull away from them and start talking about other people and such, and then he did that. I'm like, and that's why I made the joke within the video about like with Joker. And then like Batman like grapples Joker with his battering or his grappler or whatever and pulls him forward, and Joker's like, oh, you just keep coming back, don't you, or whatever, you know. You couldn't just let me go, could you? You know. And it's like perfect. It is like the perfect thing between like me and them, although they never mentioned me, but no, but they know you're
there. But anyways, Here, well, let's just answer some.
Imagine being in that much debt, though. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the reason why they were in that much debt,
they put themselves in that position, though.
Like, when you're on YouTube,
so
and I can't even remember if they actually changed this yet, but YouTube doesn't do your taxes. I think they may have recently changed it. I don't even remember, but YouTube doesn't
take the taxes out.
Doesn't take the taxes out. You have to do it yourself, right? So for the longest time,
just like a business that you own,
right? So they had to do it themselves. They probably saw the amount they had to give up and were like, "Man, screw that," and they probably just didn't pay anything, and that's why they owed so much.
Yeah,
literally.
They actually like they didn't know.
They act like they didn't know taxes, but literally they have. If you go on their podcast, they have an episode talking about like budgeting and stuff, and Qual literally sounds like he knows everything about taxes. You can everything that they say can just be thrown back at them, and just get ready. Get ready for my new video, and it's covering about the Audi R8. And again, Karen, I know you're listening. I don't care about the Audi R8, bro. It's just the context of. And
nobody cares about your fucking car.
Yeah, nobody cares about your car.
It's about the fact that you're hiding it.
It's the fact that you're hiding cars and you're lying and you're scheming and you're just trying to make yourself look good or dig yourself in your grave or whatever the hell you're doing, but it's not going to work. But anyways, the video that I'm about to push out on them, by the way, it's a big video, so get your popcorn and tampons ready. It's going to expose that their entire story is just a complete just fallacy. It's just garbage. My uncle is a millionaire, but my cousin set up one for her college fund.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Companies funded by PPP money are public. Yeah, they are. Because it's there was also only a limited amount of money for the PPP like loans.
Yeah, and that's
all together.
See, that's the issue we have too. Is that they say that they needed it, but they didn't. No, and Karen wants to act like, oh, my stuff was pushed out in China and I couldn't get it.
They literally were able to buy a $170,000 car.
Yeah.
And you needed a loan that big.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Probably used a loan to buy the car. Might be surprised.
Rich people always get GoFundMes. Yes, they do. Yeah, there's a GoFundMe for his brother, but haven't seen. Yeah, but we haven't seen them donate. Yeah, well, we were talking about this. We
were actually talking about that. We're like, watch these people ask their followers to donate, and they literally donate nothing. And I have no issue with people using their platform to help other people, especially in that situation. And I also don't think KKandbabyJ should be 100% responsible for somebody else's situation. No, but if
you're going to ask your followers to donate,
well, you said by example. You said by example, especially because it's your family members. And I'm not saying that they didn't, but what I'm saying is these are the same people who are hiding $170,000 Porsche off camera. These are the same people who scammed their audience, who crowdfunded their own giveaway and made money off of their giveaway. These are the same people who constantly manipulate their subscribers and gaslight them out of money, are asking the same people who watch them to donate. That's what I have an issue with.
It's just like no different than celebrities, because I have a huge problem with celebrities asking people to donate money to certain things. It's just of anything. And I'm like, dude, you have the money to donate that and not see any of it, like, any of the difference at all out of your bank account.
Like I told you before, there was Bono and he was doing a commercial for like the help end world hunger, and the dude literally has enough money to end world hunger like 10 times over.
Yeah. And I know it's not their responsibility to do so, but when you want to ask your followers or your fans or whatever to donate money, they know that they will donate money and they don't have to like donate a cent or anything like that. It makes me mad.
Yeah.
Because they have more money than we do.
Yep.
They have all this money for high-end lifestyle, so why don't they just do their part? Exactly.
Yep. I love when you join us,
Yeah,
Miss
they don't
Apoc.
have enough money to help out their family.
You have such a lovely voice, and I love your commentary.
What?
No?
Oh, thank you.
Chill out, bro.
I like doing it.
Here we go. She's going to get conceited.
I like you guys. What? Shut the fuck up.
All right. Did you read that one?
No.
Read it.
Do you think they spent some money on Quad's brother and his wife's surgery? Yeah. His wife's surgery and hospital bills. I think them watching their kids, I think that's helpful a lot. Or that's really helpful. God, I sound stupid. I think that's really helpful, but I do think that they should donate money, like we were just saying, if they're going to ask their community to do it, which they've already raised, I think, over $10,000. That's probably majority from their community. which is a lot of money. I think they need to donate money too. But I think they're also helping in their own way. But also they can help financially too.
Yeah. But,
I know it's not their responsibility to do so. But
like I said, it's the context behind. These are the same people who are hiding a $107,000 car asking other people to pay for their family's bills. Mm-hmm. When they could do it themselves.
Oh, yeah. He was a real estate agent, so he was already self-employed, so they should have known about taxes. Yes.
No, exactly. Yes. 100%. Yeah, and I said that about Kick-Ass.
That's a good point.
And turning KKandbabyJ into a business. They turned KKandbabyJ into a business literally a year after they started.
Yeah.
Like, they started in 2016. 2017, KKandbabyJ were already a business. So, the whole thing about memories and not doing it for money, they literally turned into a business a year, like when they started making money as soon as they started making some real money on the platform. So no, that's a good example. And I've said this before, and I was going to say in another video that they have KKandbabyJ as a business. They have real estate as a business. Yeah. Kick-Ass is a business. They have to pay taxes. Otherwise it'll get really bad for them. Yeah. And they have all these avenues of not paying taxes. We're not talking about Karen and Qua taxes. We're talking about their business taxes. They have to pay the taxes on those.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying taxes on anything, it's going to get really bad. They would owe way more money than that.
Well, Claude did that whole thing saying, like, talking about the PPP loans. He's like, that's the people's money, basically. I'm just like, yeah, it's the people's money that pay taxes.
Yeah, well, yeah,
it's the people's money that pay taxes. Yeah, you're not paying your taxes.
He tried to justify getting the loan by saying, like, it's people hate on us for government assistance, so much money, blah blah blah, or whatever. And he's like, well, technically it's not the government's money, it's the people's money. I'm like, yeah, so you're taking from more people. You literally haven't been paying your taxes at all.
I'm okay with people living off not living off the government, getting help from the government,
assistance,
but
because people need it.
People need it, but Karen and Quad don't need it. They don't need it. What was I gonna say too? I was gonna say, there was people in their comments on the Bates Instagram saying like, oh, I'm so glad you guys talked about taxes, like it's super helpful, blah blah blah. I'm just like, what they said was not helpful. They literally said that, well, you just can't let money sit in your account. It'll get taxed that way. No, it gets taxed because you made that money. It's not because you don't get taxed because it's sitting in your account.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That's giving out false information.
It
doesn't get taxed if it's sitting in your account. You get taxed because you're making that money. That money's already taxed. Before it hits your account, it's already going to be taxed, at least eventually,
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any sense that they had that money sitting in their account because, like, again, when you pay taxes, like, you put the money that gets put into your account is taxed. Although they had YouTube money, right, going in there, so obviously it wasn't taxed. But it doesn't make any sense in how it was taxed.
It's eventually going to be taxed.
But remember,
not all yours.
Why would their money get taxed in their account if they're not paying their taxes?
That's not how it works. If they went on and said like, you make all this money from YouTube, it goes into your account, but eventually you have to pay taxes on it. And if you let that money sit in your account without investing it and writing that stuff off as, just writing it off on your taxes, then, you'll get taxed more. But that's not what they said. They said if you let money sit in your account, it'll get taxed.
And he, like, it being put into your account and being taxed doesn't make any sense. What makes more sense is that they weren't paying taxes like they said, and then if their money was being taken away, I don't believe it was being taxed. I believe the government was garnishing their wages. And then
so they're what they said was just false information. Right. They shouldn't be giving that shit out.
So their logic behind it is, so instead of paying taxes that, like, we're supposed to, right? So instead of paying taxes, we can't just let this money sit here and be taxed.
We have to spend it on it.
We have to spend it.
We can't just,
you can't just let money.
That aren't good investments.
You can't just let money sit there and accumulate for the future. You got to spend it on material possessions. Hey, YouTube Headlines, how you doing? Want to drop in and say, hey, they talked about taxes. I missed it. Yeah, well, the tax thing is just garbo. It's all. I mean, they weren't. I definitely believe they weren't paying it because they didn't want to. But they're misleading the story. They're complete liars. That's all it is.
What was I gonna say to? I can't remember what I was gonna say. It'll come back to me.
Yeah.
Somebody says, I have to take out my own taxes too. It's a learning experience for having your own business / self non-taxed income. Did their YouTube just blow up in 1 year? Taxes would have been the same as the year before. Yeah, exactly.
No, it did. It did blow up in the year, though. It literally did. They started, and a year later, they were making a lot of money. By the way, they do this whole song and dance about how, like, oh, we started for memories and cat videos or whatever, right? But literally, back then, the making money on YouTube was a lot different. Like,
it's also the reason Karen started it too.
Right. Well, she
watched the Britney and Baby video.
Yeah, Britney, and she made money and she showed it. But literally back then, when you wanted to make money on YouTube, you have to. I don't know what it was beyond this, but you had to have had 10,000 subscribers in order to do it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do that now. Mm-hmm. You do have to. There are some hoops you have to jump through, which is 1,000 subscribers. And you have to have 4,000 watch hours. The 4,000 watch hours is the hardest part. Is that that's a lot of watching. And, you know, if you don't have a lot of people watching your videos, you don't get that quickly, right? Yeah. I mean, it took me a year or so for me to be able to get monetized. Yeah. So, but you have to have people watching your shit. And that's a lot different. So back then, they didn't make money at first because they couldn't. They had to have 10,000 subs, and as soon as they made 10,000 subs, they started making money as soon as they got
faster, just because there wasn't as many people on YouTube at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like posting videos.
Well, when they started, like in 2016, that was the big era of like the big boom of vloggers. That was the like big area to start vlogging. That's why if you start vlogging now, it's a lot harder to get on the algorithm because there's so many people vlogging right now. Yeah. And I mean, just like with anything, you know, it is a very saturated platform, and you're competing with everybody, you know.
Well, and like we like obviously it's a learning curve to be able to do your taxes when you're self-employed and shit like that. But they literally said they had an accountant. Yeah. And they act like they're pros at it, dude. Obviously, you're not pros at it. Yeah. You're not.
Well, I find it funny that they just talked about how they just got caught up on like this year on everything that they were owed, and then like literally the next day they uploaded a vlog about spending money and future spendings of their money, and then again buying $1,000 trampoline for the water. Yeah, like that's not bougie or materialistic. It's just something fun to do with the water. Cool. But this is literally right after you say you spent all this money. And then Karen goes on to talk about buying another car, which they already got, by the way. They're just trying to wait to introduce their Porsche.
It's either that or somebody sent you a message saying that they're hiding it because people might go after them for trying to get more PPP loans. Because they said that they were going to continue to try to get PPP loans. Yeah. Instead of wasting money in a very stupid way, you could help your fan with that exact same money. Yeah. Yep. Like we said, he bought a $170,000 Porsche, and is he gonna donate money to help pay for his brother's hospital bills? I hope so. Yes, I did see that, by the way. Have you seen her followers fetishizing her kids just because they're biracial? It's on TikTok. Yeah,
so I have. Weird.
Because she likes to do the whole Asian thing, and then like they're. I saw somebody in the comments be like, I'm half Asian. It's okay for me to say it. It's just like, okay, well.
Jesse, they got a 170,000 Porsche GT3?
I don't know.
Something like Porsche. That. I'm going to reveal it later. So just wait for it. I don't know when, but they got it. It's there.
Tax evasion. Yes.
But yeah, it's so weird about Karen's little thing with the Asian thing. It's just like, it's super weird. It's like, why do you care so much?
Why do you see them as white or Asian?
Our son is biracial. He's part Mexican. He's part white. That's it. Like, I don't care. Right. You know what I mean? That's it. There's nothing else to it. What happened to his brother? I missed it. He got into a bad car accident.
Yeah, him and his wife did.
Yeah.
Which, it's horrible.
Like, yeah, horrible.
I don't wish anything horrible. No. I don't wish anything horrible on KKandbabyJ.
Yeah.
I just think they're shitty human beings.
Yeah, that's the thing is that at the end of the day, I don't want, Karen or Qual or their kids to get hurt or their family to get hurt. No, absolutely not.
I think that they should lose their YouTube platform, but that's their own doing. And then also, I don't wish for them to struggle. I don't wish. No. They have children. They have a life. They have a house. They have dogs and a cat. They have to be able to pay for that shit. I don't wish for them to be poor. I don't wish for that at all.
But whatever.
They still deserve to be able to eat and clothe their kids and shit like that. I don't think that they deserve to be poor. I just think that they don't deserve to have certain things.
Well,
you know?
well, here's the thing. Well, because of their manipulation and everything, they just lie. They just lie constantly. But at the end of, like, what they're receiving now with their YouTube dying and them having to actually put other work into other things is exactly what they deserve.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's their punishment, because you got to remember at the end of the day,
Well, even if they make so cocky,
even if they make a lot of money and doing ads and stuff like that and having to work in other areas, remember one thing: they hate it. They hate it. Quad literally said in that one Christmas Q&A that he wishes that vlogging is all they did.
Which it's so crazy, because we've talked about this before. Where no, go back up. I want to read that one in a second. That one, we need to read that one. Sure. We've talked about this before, where we're just like, because they do this whole thing like YouTube isn't going to be around forever. Well, yeah, okay, it's not going to be around forever. But why?
I've seen people say that. It's been all their money.
Yeah. Why didn't you continue daily vlogging until you couldn't anymore? You could have been making bank.
Well, you know what's weird?
Continue to make bank, but they got cocky. They thought that their subscribers were going to sit and wait for them and then not believe that they changed whatsoever, not see that they were buying shit up their fucking assholes. Like, they really thought that their followers would be there no matter what. And like I said, I just don't understand. They do this whole YouTube isn't going to be around forever. Why didn't you continue daily vlogging, start Kick-Ass, Quack and do real estate, you bank all this fucking money, and you retire early? Like, YouTube isn't going to be around forever, but it's around.
Well,
still.
Those are the people.
It's still around, and they have a huge following, and they were growing.
Why? Well, that's the thing too. Is that apparently people who are broke during 2019 and 2020 and going through this financial hardship, instead of actually like investing money and instead of actually like putting out more vlogs, trying to put more effort into like maybe their personal channels or Kick-Ass or whatever, instead of doing that, they did the exact opposite and spent more money.
Well, remember they were threatening to stop vlogging.
During 2020, they were like, no more vlogs.
When they said now they say they were, quote, struggling, they were threatening to take away the vlogs. Dude, that's your money. Because that's your income.
Yeah, well, yeah. So they apparently.
I know it's not all their income, but it's their income.
I saw somebody saying in the comments to that video that they would watch them like sit there and look at a wall for 7 hours.
They used to, like, when I watched them, all they really did was sit at home and play in the backyard.
They don't want to do that though. They want to spend money and go out and party. Yeah. That's what they want to do.
Well, they don't even know what PPP stands for, Payment Protection Program. I don't even have employees, and I.
No, that's the thing is they
do. They were pretending that they didn't.
They pretended that they didn't, and then Karen actually said what it was. Karen
and said that they got one.
Karen knew what it was, but Quad didn't.
They're like, I don't even know.
Which is super fucking weird because, obviously Quad would know that over Karen, but it's funny that Quad didn't know anything about the loan, but then said that they were trying to get the loan, and then it's really odd too because their
accountant was trying to get the loan. But I'm like, you speak to your accountant, like you said in your past podcast. You said you talk to your accountant frequently.
Yeah.
You're not gonna ask your accountant what this loan is that he's applying for you guys. What the fuck? You said you need to be like in contact with your accountant constantly. For one, that's a person in charge of your finances.
Yeah.
You need to be on their ass. That's the whole. That's like what?
Yeah, that's how. Again, that's how people take your money.
I have a bookkeeping certificate, and like, you're supposed to keep in contact with your clients frequently because, for one, it builds a relationship. It builds trust. It just helps all the way around to keep everything straight.
Yeah.
If you don't, everything's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And he's acting like he doesn't know about the PPP loan or like what, like, that his accountant was applying for it without him knowing. Like, what the fuck?
Right. No. That's so weird.
No.
Yeah.
That's not.
And then
no.
And then on top of that though too, Qual didn't even know that Karen got $100,000 loan for a business, and their excuses, we just don't talk to each other about it. But apparently they said they love being around each other.
Because they said they fight.
They said they fight.
Why would you fight about that?
Why would you fight over that? And on top of that, this is a business that he's basically co-owner. He's married to Karen. He owns half of it. He's literally
been on the Kick-Ass YouTube.
Yeah, he's worked at Kick-Ass.
If you don't have anything to do with
on
Kick-Ass,
the YouTube channel.
Why are you there?
Yeah, exactly. He literally, like, why wouldn't you tell, like, if you're doing, understand this, if you're doing financially bad in your business, you wouldn't tell your husband doesn't know this. That doesn't make any sense. And then you go and then
they say they love to be around each other so much they hate to be without.
And then you get a $100,000 loan, $107,000 loan for the business, and then you don't say anything.
Loan to not tell your husband about.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Well, if you're in a financial issue,
even if it's $10,000, like you don't tell your husband about that.
Remember, Kwa said he was like they were both. They didn't show it on the vlog, but they were both really, really stressed out. But so Karen doesn't tell Kwa like, hey, we got some good news going on right now. I know we're in a financial struggle, but hey, I got $107,000 loan for Kick-Ass, so now we kind of chill out.
Her business partner got it. Who's her business partner?
Yeah.
The person who's their business partner in life. The person who is probably Kwa's business partner. The person who owns their house.
Yeah.
That's her business partner that she's talking about who got that loan.
Yeah.
People know, bitch.
Yeah. but you don't, you guys are financially struggling apparently. You guys are broke in 2020 and you guys need help and you got a loan. But Karen doesn't tell you got a $100,000 loan, because by the way, no matter what, it's so funny. They have this thing where like, oh, this is Kwa's and this is Karen's. They never talk about like what they have together. This Karen has this, Kwa has that. That's how they act like. How's that a relationship? You guys they apparently they're apparently partners that love each other so much. They love being around each other, but apparently when they're around each other, they fight all the damn time, and they literally have said they can't even start a business together because they'll fight. They're basically saying that, oh, hey, we're financially struggling in 2020, but if I tell you that we have some help, you're going to get mad and fight with me. Yeah. That's literally the logic. What? Doesn't make any sense.
We need a tax and a fitness video now from you. That's funny.
Yeah. I think I forgot to post a couple fitness things last couple days. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll post a fitness tip thing later. A video.
That Grow with Joe. I love her account.
Dude, she's bomb. Her workouts are intense.
It's like just body weight workouts, but it's easy, it's quick. Well, besides the hour-long one, like that's not really quick, but it's fun.
And so, I'm not really gonna like cover their taxes, but I will cover their like more financial stuff, debunking it, just destroying them. I have a video coming out, like I said, that's debunking some of their story.
And it's funny because in that podcast, she talks about how why do people care about her taxes? She's like, everybody owes money on their taxes or something like that. I'm just like, that's because of 2020.
Well, that's what
That's because people got fucked from 2020. Yeah. They didn't, dude. You've been owing taxes since 2017. Yeah. You can't blame 2020 on this. Yeah, I know people owe money on their taxes, but they're slowly paying it off. They're not letting it sit like you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's the thing is.
That's not why people are calling. Like there are people who are just like want to dig up dirt on them and see that they owe taxes or whatever. It's not really, that's not really the point. It's the point of it is that they owe this much money. They're not paying their taxes. You know, Kwa says the tax money is your money.
Yeah.
It's the people's money. What was I saying? They're not paying their taxes.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Fuck.
You were just going on about the taxes.
I know, but what was it?
I don't know. They're going on about these taxes, but they literally didn't pay anything about their taxes.
No, nobody cares about that. It's the fact that you're buying all the shit when you could be paying on your taxes. That's the whole point. Yeah, that was what it was.
Yeah.
I get too excited. I drank some coffee.
Yeah, instead of being responsible and investing and budgeting and investing in businesses and such, as they have suggested, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But then their next logic is you can't let money accumulate and just save. You got to spend it on material possessions because they're not materialistic.
Yep. Yeah. Wait, no. By the end of this year, early next year, their account would die and they'll have to move in with Nani. I'm betting on it. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if their account will die, but they'll be significantly lower.
Richard Lloyd, is that his name?
Yeah.
Unless he's going to save them again.
Yeah, but, there's got to come a point to where they're just not worth it anymore. You know what I mean? KKandbabyJ will be Richard Lloyd's Kick-Ass.
Okay. I know, right?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, where were we at? Okay. Yeah, she literally tries going viral by using her kids just because they're Asian. Yes. Because they get a lot more views on her TikTok.
I found the exact same leggings on Alibaba. Just research up there. Honestly, it's funny because
she literally said they got them from China.
Yeah, well, when I see like Karen's leggings, they look like every other legging out there. They're not like, they're just super generic. They're
regular. Cute, but I'm sure you could get them for cheaper.
But that's what I'm saying, though. They just, all their products look like everybody else's products. There's nothing unique about it. Nothing kick-ass about it.
The new shirt that she's coming out with, I don't know if anybody saw it on her Kick-Ass, but it's like a crop top shirt. It has like closer and straps to your neck or something. I can't describe it, but it looks like something I've seen on like Urban Outfitters or something like that. I'm sure she copied that.
How long
have
somewhere. They been on YouTube? Just wondering.
I think since 2016.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, roughly.
Funny. I also found their exact resistance bands for a couple cents, and the booty bands and jump ropes. All she does is put her name on it and sell it for 3 times more than the original price, which is normal. It's not abnormal to do that. That's the whole point of going on Alibaba. Like, you go and sell it on Amazon or some shit. But she goes like, she sells them for a lot, like $45 for a pair of leggings. And I'm like, dude, I can go to Marshalls. I've gone to Marshalls and I bought like 3 pairs.
You know why the prices are so high? It's because they don't have enough people buying them. But no, exactly. But you can find their products anywhere for cheaper. Like I think I said this.
Or you can just get some money.
I think I said this in the last stream where there was like the yoga mat or whatever, and you can tell that they literally sewed a tag onto it. Like it was another company's product, and they just like put their tag over theirs or something. It looked horrible. It looked horrible.
Off topic, but did y'all see? Oh, I know I was gonna bring this up too. Did y'all see Brittany and Baby is now doing mini vlogs on TikTok? So much for not showing her kids in videos. Yeah, she did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. All right.
Yeah.
Your boy Apoc's
I forgot about that. She posted that yesterday. Yeah.
Bro, what? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I forgot to tell you.
Was it like explaining her kids?
It showed the kids. Yeah. It was like she said it was a mini vlog. Yeah. Cars info on Insta for Quad Secret Car. Yeah, you can see his car in it too.
Yep. I'll be covering that soon too.
I hope they get audited. Yeah. They probably already have, honestly.
No, if they got audited, I think they'd be screwed.
Their financial advisor needs fired if they went and bought luxury sports cars instead of investing during one of the greatest bulls. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Your accountant is your financial advisor.
Well, you gotta remember.
What? Well, you don't talk to your financial advisor before you go and buy something like that. Like they went and bought a house.
Yeah. Before
talking to their accountant, who is their financial advisor.
And then they were like, that was a bad move. But then later that year, because that was 2019 when they got the house. Later that year, which I'm covering in my new video, they returned the Audi RA, which apparently this was in the timeline of them being broke, of them being because the accountant told them that when they bought the house, which is earlier in 2019,
before they got rid of the car.
They showed in October that the house tour. So obviously it probably was a couple months prior when they got the house. Yeah. So obviously, let's just say mid 2019, they got the house, right? Mm-hmm. And then right when they bought the house, they said that their financial advisor said that was a bad move.
Yep.
Okay. So then half of the year later or so, in December 2019, Karen was selling her Audi. Not selling because it wasn't fully paid off, and they were just trading it in to get back the money to reinvest. I have a new video. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's coming. It's going to be really good. But basically, they were in a financial spot, right? And then instead of getting all their money back for the Audi RA, Karen uses that money to get a $40,000 car. And then she's like, well, we still have plenty of money to invest. They didn't invest any money. Literally, like 2 months later, they bought a $120,000 boat. They didn't reinvest anything.
Well, they probably wrote that off.
Well, right there's just proof you guys weren't in a financial situation. Mm-hmm. If you say, oh, the house, this is a bad move, and then you literally you sell your RA and then use it to buy a $40,000 car, and then use the rest of the money to buy a boat, like. That doesn't speak to me that you were broke at all.
Not at all.
No, and then you can see Quad's reaction. He's happy. We're so stressed, dude. He's giddy, bro.
Who quote have been broke before and lived paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, it's quite odd.
It's very odd, and I know it's not like I know it's happened where people just they grow up poor and they spend their money like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like it's not normal. No, I am careful about our money, and we have plenty of money to pay our bills and shit. But I can't even imagine having that much money to spend and then being careless with it.
So you
don't want to be poor again, right?
Well, you grew up, somewhat privileged, right?
Yeah.
And not like your entire life, but you never were in a bad situation.
No.
Like me, I was living in poverty for majority of my life, you know, until the last like 3 years, right? It just probably went off.
Oh.
The last like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3-4 years, and I got myself out of it, and then with you too. You know what I mean? Like we're in a good situation right now.
Well, I've never been in the position where I've been poor or struggled really. But I also am aware that I never want to be in that position.
Right. And I never want to go back. And so this is
Yeah.
coming from somebody who's actually lived in poverty and used to have no money, right? I like, as somebody who, you know, there's nothing wrong with like getting some money and spending it, but then there's also like a limit. You got to be like,
I don't want to go back to that point
I don't
again.
I don't want to go back to that point again. I don't want to be poor again. But they're literally spending their money left and right. Again, going back to selling the Audi R8. The point was, Karen's like, they're talking about like it being financials, but if you actually go back to the video, which again I'll point out, so just save your time for that video soon. They literally talk about that they didn't do the research, there's high expectations, not practical or realistic, all these other reasons except for financials. And then they just go buy another car and then buy a boat.
But remember, it's because they don't want to put the negative stuff on the vlog.
Yeah, just because they don't show that they're stressed on the vlog doesn't mean they're not stressed, bro.
Even though all they did last year was clickbait.
Yeah, it's just everything that they do shows that they didn't really have money issues. Did they owe taxes? Yeah. Did they owe a lot of taxes? Yeah. And they came to the point, I think, where they had to start paying it.
Yeah.
You know, because it started biting them in the ass.
And then they try and sweat it off by joking about it and saying, "Can you send someone to my account?" Yeah, I know, it really makes me mad.
Y'all are
joke
spilling
everything
some
off.
tea.
Oh,
yep.
no.
That's all we do on here. YouTuber headlines.
Fudge. Okay. Unfortunately, my friend's husband took out $100K plus out in her name because his business was failing. She was totally unaware. Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That sucks.
If you make another video about kick-ass, you should look up workout leggings, jump rope, resistance bands, and booty bands on Alibaba. You'll find everything.
Yeah, I probably
she sells
will.
on it is yeah. I've been really wanting to do another video because it's kind of like
on kick-ass. It would be a good.
No, doing a kick-ass video.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to do another one just because it's been a little bit. Because my first kick-ass video was pretty baller, and then reacting to Karen's reaction basically to me was awesome. I am not a trainer.
Yeah, we know this.
We
can see it.
We know, sis.
She probably claimed unemployment too. Karen? Are you talking about Karen?
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wonder if their employees ever claimed unemployment because, you know, they couldn't pay them.
I don't know. To be frank, like, maybe it was like, aside from Daniel and that Richard dude, like, all their other employees could just be under the table. You don't know.
Yeah.
That's how people do it.
Well, like, I was looking on Carly's Instagram, and she has a whole other job, too. She's a bartender.
Yeah. So, yeah, Carly's a bartender. She literally has proven that Kick-Ass does not pay the bills. And that's the thing
Also, go look at her TikTok, if you can find it. Her TikToks about working out, making protein shakes are so much better. So much better than Karen's YouTube videos and shit. Like, they're just the way they're done.
They hit different, man.
They do.
Yeah.
And like, hers are so much better. I'm just saying. So much better.
Yep.
Do they still live in that humongous house by the lake or something? Yes, they do.
Yeah, but we'll see for how long, Tiff.
Yeah.
You know, they, I don't know. I feel like if you had a house that was unsafe to live in, you wouldn't put your mom in it, and you wouldn't go over there. You wouldn't drop your kids alone there with your older mom.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. Well, their argument was, well, no one's gonna go over there because no one really cares about Nani, basically.
But your kids go there. They care about your kids.
But the kids go there, and then sometimes KKandbabyJ go there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they could be like, well, I'm just gonna sit here wait in the bush until they show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. No, I just think for an unsafe house, you wouldn't put your mom in it, and then you also would just sell it. It's just weird that they keep it. I think they're keeping it because there's a chance they know that they might have to move.
Yeah. And yet they just purchased $1,000 trampoline for the
Brittany Baby can't make money without her kids.
Because they don't have any money.
Can't do it. Cannot do it. That's why she waited so long to talk about it now, because her kids are the kids.
I think that she's buying a like a trailer or something like that
to live in and sell her house.
No, I don't know. Oh. With 5 kids, no.
I don't know.
Not her. They don't design anything. They essentially order already made things at 10 times or more. People don't seem to realize she just orders straight from China. Yeah, and just like... She literally made that clear, too, in the podcast, that she orders it from China.
Yeah, and then she probably steams on the...
Yeah, they probably do that.
Steams on the logo. That's why it always falls off so damn easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably do that at the warehouse.
Yeah. The quality, bro.
You know, the copycat.
The copycat quality.
Wait, where were we? Okay. If they invested when they were at their best, 2018, they would be set for life. Exactly. Yep. We've talked about that, too. That they should have done that. Instead of spending all the money on their wedding. I get that some people want to spend a lot of money on a wedding. I don't.
Dude, some weddings don't even cost $13,000, and you had 2 dresses that did. You know, in their financial hardship times.
Oh, yeah. Accountants aren't actually financial advisors. They should guide you on what you can afford and give them advice on about how to structure their business to take advantage. Yeah. Karens who don't understand what investing is. Yes.
What are we gossiping about? Is YouTube mama drama gone?
I don't know. I wanted it yesterday, and it was there. But obviously, there's no new. I don't know about today. I've been on it like last week. I would go on one day, and then there would be no new stuff because nobody can post on it because it keeps going down.
Weird.
There's nothing new. Yeah. It might be gone today.
Oh, but premise of the video, their financial situation.
An accountant, then got a new accountant and a financial advisor. Supposedly, yeah, probably. I would hope so. They need one. Oh, also they don't want to show the negatives, yet they show their apparent miscarriages.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. It's funny they do that, and they don't want to show the negatives, but then Karen uploads a video called "Finally Opening Up," which is hilarious because she makes a video called "Finally Opening Up," as in she's opening up. She feels so good to open up and talk about everything again and talk about personal things and all this stuff, which the video is just like negative and all that. But
are they gonna upload one like tomorrow or today about the brother's accident? That's negative, isn't it?
But the Finally Opening Up video was the basis of opening up about everything. Yeah. But then apparently with their financial story, they didn't open up about anything. They completely lied.
They also have mentioned that.
By the way,
miscarriages.
If you go to the video,
the stalking.
I'm gonna show it in another video. But Karen literally says in the video of the Finally Opening Up video, right? She literally says that they were more carefree at the old house, that everything was paid off, that they were relaxed. That doesn't sound like financial issues to me.
And that was in 2019. They were still living there in 2019.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's got to be booty shots to get noticed. On Kick-Ass? Are you talking about? Oh.
There's a cat in here. Zelda. What? Just popped out of the closet.
Oh, she's fine.
Yeah.
Some craziness, like when they said they bought everyone in their family iPads because they could write it off as a business expense. First, they can't write off family gifts as business expenses. You don't think they could if they just put them in the vlog? Because technically that's their business, right? Yeah, it's just like them. They probably do clothing hauls on their vlogs to write it off as business. Like Alyssa bought one of those Dyson hair wraps and said she's going to write it off because she put it in the video. She's going to write it off for her business. Yep. It sucks, but Carly actually knows what she's doing. Yeah, she does.
So Carly does know what she's doing, and I believe it's for herself.
What to do.
And it's either, but from what we've seen, it's either she's a bad trainer. She could be really good for herself, but she can also be a bad trainer because obviously, by Karen's story, she works out. She loves working out, has a big passion, and Carly's training her. She is not a trainer, and and so if that's the case, then Carly is a bad trainer. But if that's not the case and Karen's lying, Carly is a good trainer. Karen's just not listening to anything she does and doesn't work out.
And they're still spending their money writing it off. Doesn't make it free. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't. It may lower the amount that you have to pay. Maybe. Yeah. But you also have to be careful about what you write off because they will question that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when they tried to sell the old house and it kept going on and off? Yeah. They couldn't sell it.
They couldn't sell it. Nobody wanted it.
They were overpricing it, weren't they?
I think by like $200,000.
Yeah.
I do like his brother. I don't know what happened, but you can tell he's authentic. And
I do too. Yeah.
I don't really know anything,
wife.
but I'm not hating. I don't really talk about them because like they're not problematic.
Yeah. They vlog, but like, yeah.
Just with the brother thing, it's just they got into like a bad accident. That's why he's mentionable.
Scam. Yes, it is.
Kara was talking about her sex life on Instagram. I'm no prude, but I felt weird watching it. Is that today? Because maybe I can talk about that. Especially when Oscar was included in the conversation. It was like a private conversation I walked in on. We should look that up.
Yeah.
Not right now, but we'll look it up later. Yeah, and you know, like in the blooper video on OK Baby, they were like, Kara was basically like jerking him off on camera. It was like over the pants. Yeah. It was super weird. I was like, what?
Yep, if it's in a video, it's business. If an office is used for other type of work, then said business, it can't be stated as a business office. Yeah.
Yep. Then I bet you they wish they could put that $107,000 Porsche on there, huh? They can't. They can't, bro. They can't reveal that thing ever. If they reveal that thing, it's just gonna make them look even worse. Yeah. It doesn't matter when or where or whatever. It's just gonna make them look worse. Is Kara and Karen still friends? I mentioned this in the last stream.
I don't think they are.
No, I don't really think so. The signs show that they aren't. This is like I said in my last stream. This is just all I have to really say about it, is that when people were calling them out saying that they're not friends, and Karen wanted this whole little rant on Instagram about how like, oh, we're just living our lives, just because we don't talk doesn't mean we're not friendly. No one came to her defense. No. Not Brittany Baby, not Jess Fam, not OK Baby, not one person came to Karen's defense. Not one. So I took that as none of them are actually friends, because the only time they seem to mention them, and Karen never mentions Karen.
And they see each other's stories.
Yeah, the only time Jess Fam, or the only time people acknowledged her was Brittany and Baby and Jess Fam, and it was only because they got an affiliate link or a commission out of Kick-Ass, which probably made no money.
I think they're just staying civil because Oscar and Qua are still friends. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And usually that's how it works for, like, if two couples are friends and if the girls are fighting, the dudes will be fine with each other because they're dudes.
Yeah, they don't care.
You know, unless it's something serious.
What does Oscar care? Oscar doesn't care about anything.
Neither does Qua.
Yeah.
Qua knows his wife is lying about miscarriages.
Yeah.
But he's also allowed.
Qua high key no Karen a liar.
He does, but he also doesn't want to question it, and it made them more money.
Well, like in the video, no, he doesn't. It's just that the reason why he doesn't want to question it is because he can't ever win the argument, and he's always in the wrong, even if he's right. Like in the video that I'm about to push out, he literally apologizes for being right and Karen being wrong. Like, Karen's proven wrong. Even her fans would be like, oh, Karen, you're a little today.
Well, yeah, you can tell that, like, he just gets tired of it, and then he's like, okay, you know, like, let's let it go. And then also Jackson and Levi are friends, too. Yeah, they are. But it's also, like, you know, like we talked about in the last podcast, or the last stream, where Karen never even acknowledged that Rue or Aura was born or whatever until like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks later, and it was because of Kara's birthday, and then it was just some super generic crap.
She gives Corinna and Lana more attention. That's why Qua isn't in videos when Karen is talking about her miscarriages, is because he knows she's lying and is tired of it. Yeah. Yep. Well, when he has been involved with it somewhat,
he shuts down.
He's awkward. He's weird. He like is smiling, but then he catches himself and then he stops smiling. And then he
like tries to hide behind things.
Yeah, and then also in the video where they talked about what we decided to do about baby number 4, literally they're not even really talking about the miscarriages. He's like, nope, if we're not having one now, we're not having one at all. That's not something a husband says to his wife who's been experiencing miscarriages and infertility. And if let's just say it is true, he's really fucked up for doing that to his wife. But that's how you know it's not true, because Qua gives Karen every fucking thing she wants.
But let's be real. The guy
that's how you know
it's not true. The person who Qua portrays himself to be is this kind and caring dude.
Yep.
Right? Who loves his wife and blah, blah, blah. And he's this genuine dude, right? Okay. So that guy told Karen that he's not allowed to have kids. Or that she's not allowed to have any more kids unless she's having them right now. Told a woman who's experienced 3 miscarriages that we know of, because she said multiple, and then on top of that her infertility and all the false positives, told his wife that she's not allowed to have a kid. Bullshit. When we lost our son, you said, I want another baby. right after you gave birth to our dead son. And I was like, okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, I was like,
we'll do that when your body says
healed, I want.
We'll do that when your body's healed and your body says you're ready to go.
Because your want for another baby doesn't go away because you lose one.
No, not at all.
It gets even higher, honestly. Like
yeah. Which that was Karen's whole thing. You know, I don't want to just be a mom. And then she apparently has the December scare, and then that changes. Okay, fine. But then now, now after, but it's just crazy. Well, she's coming to terms, coming to the conclusion that she can't have kids, but she hasn't even been to the doctors once. Nope. So just get the idea. There's people who follow me. There's us in this chat right now who have experienced the loss of a child, who have tried for a child. We luckily haven't experienced infertility. No, we're lucky in that way, but we also experienced losing a son at 30 weeks. He was a stillborn baby, right? Which was horrible. But we've all, most of us who follow, who experience miscarriages or stillbirth or infertility, and there's some people who follow me, who follow us, who have been trying for 10 years. It's horrible. Who have been trying for 10 years.
And have they given up?
And have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Someone said they spent like over $60,000 still to this day, 10 years deep, trying to figure out what's going on with them. And they're putting all this effort into it, seen by doctors, getting exams, all this and that. And Karen claimed secondary infertility, claimed that she was infertile in under a year, and went through all these miscarriages and all this horrible things without going to the doctors one time. Not once has she ever gone to the doctors, and she's come to terms with that. Yep. That to me says that she is a fucking liar. She is a liar, because let me tell you this right now, when a woman wants something, and especially when it comes to that sort of thing, and she wants that baby, she's getting that baby, and she doesn't. That's the thing, is Karen will go out and buy cars, Gucci hats, Gucci shoes, this and that, just all this material shit, but won't put one dime down for a baby. That's how not you know she's one. Lying. But that's how you know she's lying, because a woman will give up all her money. They wanted
to do it for money.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, is a woman.
No, I don't think that they were broke at all, but I do think that they needed to pay bills. I knew that, or pay off debt, and by doing that is clickbaiting miscarriages and pregnancy, because all of a sudden that shit's gone. Yeah. It's gone.
It's gone off into the wind.
All of 2020. Full of it.
Which I find funny,
when they were losing money, when they were losing sponsorships, they were losing money on Kick-Ass, and then now it's gone.
Right. But what I find hilarious is that apparently, while they're going through this big financial struggle in 2020, they're trying to bring another life into the world. Yep. And during a pandemic and during a financial hardship where they're broke.
Buying a bunch of shit too. Karen bought more Gucci bags.
Well, that's
Gucci shoes.
Exactly.
Prada hats.
It's insane. It's so during this peak of the pandemic, during these hard times, you want to bring another life into the world without being financially stable, apparently, and being super stressed. But you're trying to. And by the way, just through all their little talk about what was going on through their stress and stuff like that, not in their podcast, not once did they bring up miscarriages. Not once. Nope. Not once.
Nope.
Again, that to me speaks volumes.
I truly think that they haven't actually purchased any of the cars. I think they were just leased, and they couldn't afford the lease in that R8, so they rolled into the Q5, and the lease was up Q5.
Yeah, but why would Karen lie about that?
Exactly. That's what I thought, too, with the Audi R8, because she had it for a year, give or take. Yeah. And then I don't know how long she had the Q5 for, but that's what I thought, too. Why would I lie about that?
But look at that, though.
Well, why would you lie about anything?
But they had the Audi for a year. Does. But the Q5 is a year or two. Look at the time. Think about the timeline.
Well, no, it's a year and a half, right?
Well, if they got rid in 2019, and then it would be late 2020 would be another year.
What? But they just got rid of it.
They just got rid of it?
The Q5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they get rid of it?
Just the other week.
Okay.
But it may have been a year and a half. Can you get a year and a half lease?
I don't know. You could probably get certain amount.
Leasing a car. She barely even mentioned it. She was like, "Happy birthday, Kira, and welcome to the world order." Yeah, she was just oh yeah, and then aura,
To be honest, it sounded like a forced reaction. Yeah. It sounded like she was you need to say hi.
Set up such unrealistic standards for viewers. Young people don't realize that YouTubers write off all the hauls off. Sure, some YouTubers add things to a video just to be able to write them off. Yeah, they do. And then, yeah, nothing that YouTubers put out is realistic. And then when you don't see them as realistic, they get mad because you don't see them as realistic. But that's what they portray. Like, there's other YouTubers, not family vloggers, but just YouTubers, who are like, this is really what happens behind the scenes. It's just like, we wouldn't know that because you put off this whole thing that you have your shit together. Everything's organized, you eat healthy, all this shit. And you don't really do that. Yeah. But then you get mad when people expect that from you. Well, that's your fault for giving off those unrealistic fucking ideas of your life.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah. Who hasn't, like, you see these pictures of, like, organized fridge, like an organized refrigerator? No one has that.
No, they'll have it for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like in our house, we have it for
a day. Not even a day.
And then it gets all fucked up. And then I have to reorganize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just realistic.
It's just, the realism of, like, a fridge is not organized. Let's be real.
She's obsessed with saying they're high school sweethearts. Do they like each other more than acquaintances / roommates?
Who? What?
Well, she also has been lately posting pictures of high school and shit like that. You know, when she said she was fit, proving that she wasn't. But she anything she can get attention on, she will. The Asians, high school sweethearts, anything. It's pathetic. But
pretty sus.
Mm-hmm. Infertility is extremely hard to cope with. It infuriates me when she discusses her struggles. They have 3 babies. I would give my last breath to have a baby. Yeah, and, like, people get mad when you're like, oh, at least you have a baby. Well, yeah, at least you have a baby.
Just 3.
Like, you have 3. What are you talking? People get mad when you say that to people who are, quote, struggling with secondary infertility. And, like, I know that it could be difficult. It can be difficult for secondary infertility. I'm not saying that. But, like, appreciate what you have. She still, like, it would also be different if her kids were like 10 and shit like that. Yeah. Her kids are still babies.
Yeah.
They're still babies. She still has a toddler. Focus on them.
You can have an 18-month.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can. So maybe that was what it was. Why would I lie about that? I don't know. Why would you lie about that?
Karen wasn't even fit in high school, though. She was just going to do. She looked like a crackhead.
She wasn't. She says she was, though. I was like, dude, you're not fit. Just because you're skinny.
I got the sickest abs, dude.
This whole thing, like, she is giving off is so unhealthy. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're fit, Karen. Yeah. That's not how it works.
Yo.
You don't have to be extremely fit. I'm not saying you have to show your muscles or anything like that. But she gives off this whole thing that just because she was skinny, that means she was fit. That's not how that works.
There's a saying
that's so unhealthy to give that off to young girls. Too.
There's a saying, and it says just because you have abs because you're skinny is like having big boobs because you're overweight.
Oh yeah.
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 That's true.
Yeah. No, it is true. You know, I mean, and then there's some girls who just have really big tits anyways. Yeah. Even and they're skinny as hell. But you know, you can have big boobs because you're overweight, and but you can also have abs because you're skinny. But just because you have
has, abs, quote, abs, and he's just skinny.
Yeah, Qua's skinny fat. Qua's not in shape at all.
What do you guys think about Jess Fam's first baby daddy's wife, Amber, using Jess's fans basically to try and win an IVF? What? Try and win an IVF competition, even though they have 3 kids between them both.
IVF what? Competition? What?
Explain that to me.
Yeah, you want to elaborate on that one a little bit? I don't know what you're talking about. They return
stuff from hauls. Most never wear beyond a try-on. Yeah, I think she sells some stuff too.
Oh yeah.
What? My fridge is spotless. We just have a lot of people in our house too, so that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
If it was just us living in the house, I probably would try to keep it as clean as possible. But we do have other people that don't want to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Also, like I think that they sell their stuff, and that, like with the clothes that they get for free,
yeah,
that Karen gets for free. I think she sells them.
Oh yeah, they get free shit.
I don't think that's just her too. I think
they get free shit from brands and sponsorships, and then they sell it for money. I mean, they like. Yep. Yeah, it's insane.
Many self-employed lease to write off the monthly cost as a business expense. One of the only reasons why a lease would ever make financial sense to lease. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's especially because they literally talked about how they got life insurance for their kids, and they didn't really say it was for their kids. They basically said it was to write off on their taxes.
But I thought they didn't know. But I thought they didn't know how to do taxes.
I know.
They just everything you say just bites them in the ass.
Karen is all image based. If you're shiny, you're fit. If you buy expensive things, you're rich. Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's also so bad for her audience, their children. They'll be like, oh, Karen says being skinny is fit, so I need to be skinny. Yeah, exactly. That's like, and when you're a teenager, that's what you see. You see skinny people. That's what I did as a kid. Like, you see skinny people and you're like, oh, I want to be skinny. You don't even think about the fact that what you have to do to be there. You will make an eating disorder to get there because you're so desperate to get there because they say they're skinny and they're fit. That's not how that works, bitch.
I guess there is some place in California giving away IVF and people get to vote who wins, and Amber entered. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh. Wait, so she's using them to, like, what is she using them for? So are they, like, putting her name in or something like that?
People vote. So maybe Jess Fam's using her platform to... Well, that's kind of cheap. That's like cheating.
That's cheating. That's unfair.
Yeah.
That's unfair.
Yeah.
How unfair is that?
Yeah. What?
Pay for it yourself. No offense, but like she already has a YouTube. She can pay for it herself.
Well, that's like a way of like manipulation.
Yeah, that's not
fair. That's like kind of like rigging the thing.
It's interesting. You should make a video about that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'll look into that. Maybe talk about that because like that's weird. Yeah. Because you're literally like you have over 1 million people and that person could get like 500,000 votes.
And somebody who's been trying for years and years and years doesn't have nearly the amount.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fucked up. Yeah. How fucked up is that? Yeah. Especially, I didn't think she won it anymore. And then on top of that, I'm like, but there's people, like I said, there's maybe people in that contest who have been trying for years and years and years. Yeah. And just because this person knows somebody who has over 1 million followers on her YouTube, she can just win? That's so fucked up.
And does the person doesn't have an issue with having kids, right?
I mean, she's had 2 kids without IVF help. As far as I know, the 2 of them were without IVF help. But I'm like, but still, that's unfair. Her oldest, I think, is like, or her youngest is like 2, maybe? Yeah. Wow. I feel terribly for Kang and Cece because they really work hard for what they have just to feel unsuccessful compared to Karen and Kwa. And they are, like, they're not unsuccessful, though. They are successful. Well, Karen and Kwa may not. Yeah, he is.
Kang has the gym, right?
Is it like a cheerleading gym or gymnastics?
I think it's like a gymnastics gym.
Yeah. But they have like a cheerleading team or whatever, and I mean, yeah, I think they're successful in their own way.
Well, that's the thing.
Karen and Kwa think that just to be successful, you have to be like them.
They put value.
But that's not how that works.
They put value in success and money. Yeah. So if you don't have that $200,000 sports car, you haven't constructed anything. Mm-hmm. And just like I posted on my community tab about me being jacked, right? Well, that's what I was saying is like, he says, don't take constructive criticism from people who haven't constructed anything. Mm-hmm. Well, just because I don't have my own fitness brand or my own gym doesn't mean I didn't construct anything. I went from 300 pounds fat to 194 pounds, 10% body fat, like ripped out of my goddamn gourd. Mm-hmm. So that is constructing something. Mm-hmm. I succeeded in something. Does it have any money? No, it's a money pit because I eat. It's eating a lot, and it's buying supplements, mm-hmm. and it's gym memberships. It's a lot of money. Could I turn into something? Sure, but mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't, and I want to soon and mm-hmm. down the road. I want to start investing into that and see what I can make out of it. If I can make money, fine. And then I constructed something, a business out of it. Yeah, exactly.
So your idea of constructing something is so different than theirs.
But even if I didn't, and I didn't make any money from fitness, and that's just what I constructed was a nice body, that's something I know. And it gives me absolute right to talk mm-hmm. about a shitty fitness brand.
Well, and like I understand that in order to have certain things, you have to have money. In order to construct certain things, you have to have money. Yeah. Right. But some people also have to build up to that point because some people don't have YouTube money. Kang and Cece deserve a lot more. Yes, I do. I think so too. Does anyone have updates on how Kang and Cece are doing? I think that on Kwa and Karen's Instagram, they posted like what exactly happened and what. Like, Kang is okay. His arm broke or something like that. And they had to do surgery on it, get pins in it and shit. And then Cece, I think, is way worse. I think she's okay, but you can go read it. It'll say what exactly they had to do. She had to have, like, emergency surgery. and like she had like a collapsed lung. It was like, that's horrible.
You know,
like, they could have died.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely horrible. But you know what's funny is that, you know, KKandbabyJ, Jess Fam, okay baby, they'll all label us as jealous haters and whatnot. And Jess Fam literally said, like, there's these people online, and she's referring to anybody who says anything negative about her, who just hate every ounce of your body, every fiber in being, and blah 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 about you, right? Why I don't know these people exist, but if we actually hated everything about them, why are we here talking about
his brother
their brother? Like, we care, like, we don't want anything bad to happen to them, and we're literally asking, like, hey, people are asking for updates about them to know if they're okay. Exactly. They want to know that their family members are okay, because at the end of the day, we just want to call out and expose the bullshit. Just the bullshit. You know what I mean? We want to no. If KKandbabyJ were the ones getting in an accident, it wouldn't be mentioned, or like people would want to know if they were okay.
Yeah, nobody wants them to die.
Nobody wants them to die. Nobody wants them to actually get hurt. We care about their well-being. We might call them out on shit, and we might say some harsh things sometimes, but at the end of the day, none of us wants their kids to get hurt or them to get hurt or anything like that. But if we were actually the haters that they portray us to be, the pieces of shit, the filth on the earth that they portray us to be, then that would be the case. But here we are asking if people are asking if they're okay. So maybe we're not so jealous and hater and as much as they want to portray us to be. We're not these pieces of shit that they tell everyone, that they tell their audience. Anybody can come across this video and be like, these people care. If we didn't care, no one would be asking these questions. Yeah. Is anybody here saying, oh, haha, they deserve it? No. Yeah, no. People want to know if they're okay.
Yeah. We go back up. Exactly. King and Cece are successful and good at what they do. Yes, they are. Yes, there were other families on there without any kids, and if all of Jess's fans vote for her, those other people don't have a chance. Amber has only been trying to conceive for like 3 months, I think. Yeah, see, that's unfair. That sucks. Especially like he said, because she has children.
Yeah.
Probably she wants to clickbait it too. I also feel bad for Kang and Cece. I heard Kang was doing better, but Cece was feeling weak. Hopefully she feels better. Yeah, I hope so too. I think she is. Like, I read on that thing too that Qua posted that she like got up and walked yesterday or something like that. I find it weird about how he doesn't update about them even though they were in an accident. Yeah. I know no one posted anything. That's so unfair. People have been trying for years. Yep. It's really fucked up, actually. They posted that Kang and Cece's surgeries went well, but no updates since then that I have seen. Cece is feeling better now. She walked for the first time, but it was just a little bit, and she felt tired again. I hope she does better soon. She seems super... Yeah, hopefully everything, like, went well. The surgery went well. Hopefully she doesn't have...
Yeah, I don't want anybody to suffer ever. Yeah,
exactly. It's not okay. And then... Luckily, though, I was thinking about it, like, luckily their kids weren't in the car.
Yeah, no, man.
3 girls. Can you imagine? That's horrible.
That's horrible to think about. Yeah. That's all I would be thinking, like, man, what if my kid was in the car?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even with a broken eye, I'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
And that's probably what the mom is thinking. Cece's thinking. It's like, thank God the kids were in the car.
And, like, I will give it to Karen and Qua, like... Good for them for being there and taking care of the kids when Kang and Cece
but you know what? And I'm not even trying, like, again, I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's just more things you got to think about. It's just like when an emergency happens, they still take the time to make sure they post online with an emergency.
On top of that, they posted the emergency on the community tab. By the way, baby's awake. And then the next video they post, first trip to the emergency room, basically using that.
Yeah, so that's the thing about this. See, this is what's garbage about KK. They literally used it to their advantage. When you think about it, this is what happened. When they got into the accident, KK posted up that an emergency happened with their family. They took the time to do that, right? Which is kind of weird, especially for an emergency. I've been like, man, fuck YouTube, fuck all the rest of the shit. We gotta go, right?
Yeah,
but
maybe to, like, within a couple days, they could be like, okay, well,
yeah,
you know, everybody's doing okay,
that would be well. See, that's the thing that happened with, like, the social media detox. They just disappeared. They didn't say anything. They just disappeared for like 2 weeks and then came back. But because they just wanted to live their life, they were just chilling at home. But then when there was an actual emergency that happened, they made sure that they posted online and acted like being away for 5 days is weird, you know, for them. They literally disappeared for 2 weeks not that long ago, but they posted on their community tab saying that they'll be back, an emergency happened, blah, 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 right? And then literally the first vlog they push out is a vlog that happened like a week ago or whatever. But it's
it was a week
but
ago.
it's
It was like
literally what was the vlog called again? It was
our first trip to the
emergency room, right? Right after they posted that community tab with no context, they literally used that emergency situation with Kang as a way to clickbait, to manipulate people to get clicks. They literally did that.
They have a lot.
That's
going
who they
on.
are.
Updating us is not their first priority, but they did.
Yeah.
I'm also glad Cece's mom gave an update on them. Karen and Kwa would leave everyone in the dark. Yeah.
It's clickbait because they, like I just said, they use the community post to say like, oh, we have an emergency, and then the very first vlog they push out is that. It's a form of clickbait.
Yeah.
It's a form of clickbait. They use again.
They also probably thought that they were talking mention Cece
the same people that are on their Instagram are also not all the same people that are on their YouTube. So the people who are on YouTube could be like, oh, there's a family emergency, and then they didn't specify who it was on YouTube. It was only, oh, there's a family emergency, and then the next vlog was first emergency visit or whatever with their son. So do you see?
Jackson was in the hospital. Yeah, but they could have uploaded that last week. Then go away.
Yeah, y'all are crazy. We aren't hating. Yeah, all you do is hate. Name the hate. What are we hating on?
They also said they'd take a break from YouTube, but I've seen them post elsewhere. Yeah. They waited to post that vlog with Jackson for a reason.
Yeah, they waited to post that vlog, and they originally, obviously, the plan wasn't to clickbait over like a horrible situation because it didn't happen. They didn't know it was going to happen, but then they used the horrible situation to make money. How do you not understand that? They literally posted in their community tab that a family emergency happened, and then their next vlog was an emergency happened. That leads people to go, oh, what's this? It's called click. It's called clickbaiting.
It's clickbait because they implied that the hospital visit was about Kang and Cece. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. It's clickbait for money, then their kids jump on the counter after. Yeah.
I'm glad they will never see this because y'all are toxic. They will see this.
I think you're funny that you think they haven't seen.
It's funny that you think that they don't watch all my videos.
Yeah.
It's funny that
Karen literally made a video saying she went and watched all the gossip videos about her.
And so Megan, just letting you know, you're making me money right now. So take a hike or keep making me money.
It's clickbait because they said they had an emergency. Then they say first trip to the emergency room. Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's the clickbait. Exactly. That's the clickbait. How do you not see that? Are you 5?
Megan, are you 5?
Are you 5? If we were hating, we wouldn't care about them and their family's well-being. Exactly what I was saying. We literally want them to be okay, but we're also expressing KKandbabyJ use their situation to make money. It doesn't matter if the thumbnail was Jackson. Are you not listening? They didn't
specify in the family
on
YouTube
thing
that it was Kang and Cece
on
either.
YouTube in the community post that they put up. They said family emergency. They didn't specify on who it was. So when they released the video with Jackson on the thumbnail,
that Cece and Kang were going to get in an accident. No.
Oh.
You aren't getting it. They waited to post that video until afterwards. Yeah.
How was that implying it was Cece and what?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, my son just woke up. They posted the vlog about Jackson after the accident. Yeah, exactly. They posted they posted the video of Jackson after the accident, but also with no context to who was in the family emergency. In Instagram they know, but not everybody on Instagram knows their YouTube. Some people just follow them on Instagram, just like some people on YouTube only follow them on YouTube and don't follow them on Instagram. Like this is like 2 + 2. Megan, toxic. Yeah, yes, you are very toxic. So either keep making me money or leave.
They didn't take Landon to the ER when he had a rash on his face by his mouth and bleeding gums and couldn't eat, and they didn't take him but decided to rush Jackson to the hospital, to the ER. They favor him. It's sad. I mean, Jackson's, to be fair, was like a lot worse.
You know what's insane though? So they have this story about Jackson getting hurt and he's covered in blood, and the first thought is, don't forget the camera.
Which Karen literally said in the vlog. So she's talking about how he has a beard of blood, and she's like, I didn't get a picture of it. She's like, nobody expected that.
I love that. I love that's how her first thought in the situation is
Nobody
like, I didn't get a
expects you
picture.
to get a picture of your kid bleeding. Nobody expects that.
Megan, you're not understanding. If you want to support liars, go do that. Just stop watching videos about
if you don't care,
that.
if they're not going to see these videos, then why do you care?
Here, Megan, I got logic for you. Ready for this? You don't like it? Don't watch it, hater. Like they literally used the situation.
How did Jackson even get? Because he was like doing some sort of flip and he fell on his face, in the bathroom. I think on the towel.
And here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that, Megan. What does it matter? They used their son's pain and blood for money.
Do you realize that Karen literally took the time, grabbed the camera before they went to the ER and set it up in the ER?
Yeah.
Do you not get that?
Yeah, in the emergency with their son, they're like, "Oh, don't forget the vlog camera so we can monetize his pain." That's some baby shit right there. Mm-hmm. They know that any vlog with mention of hospital emergency and such will get people to click on the video. Thus, click.
That's why they've gotten more views on this video.
Yeah, that's why there's more views on this video on that video than any of their regular videos.
Because people don't realize that they posted that they vlogged that a week ago, almost a week ago.
Oh, Megan, you must be new here. You must be a new follower. Yeah. Yeah. I love it that she's calling us toxic.
We were just asking about people are just asking about the well-being of Cece and Kang. Okay, yeah.
No one expects any hospital footage. LOL. That's so weird. Who thinks in that kind of emergency to bring a camera? Well, you know what? This reminds me of is when I forget what vlog it was, but it was earlier this year. I think in January. It was roughly around the time where it was 1 year since trying, and there was a vlog. It was like half. It was like half a Q&A, and it was like, show me a time you struggled without us knowing it or whatever, remember?
Yeah.
And Karen showed a picture of her crying. Yeah. And it was about the time where she was like crying about her infertility or whatever. She took this is what I'm thinking. You took a picture when you were struggling. You were crying over your dead babies apparently and all your infertility and your struggle. And the first thing you think about is, well, I have tears. I better take a picture.
Yeah, it's so normal nowadays too to take a picture of yourself crying. Why the fuck is that your first thought? Mm-hmm. If you want to sit and talk about how you're feeling, that's one thing, but it's a whole other thing to take a picture of yourself while you're crying.
Yeah, come on. Literally. I mean,
and it also depends on what you're talking about. If you're going to make a video about whatever you're struggling with, it also depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like when she went on TikTok and cried.
Yes.
Right? She literally took the time.
I had a
She's struggling
back in June, but forget about the other two that I had prior.
Yeah, right? But she literally took the time to record herself crying in a time of struggle. See, that's how we know it's crap. It's because this is a mom who apparently has lost a baby, and it's so heart-wrenching that she took the time to pull out a camera, record herself crying, edit it, put sad music behind it, and post it on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Their usual videos get 80K, yet their clickbaited one about the emergency got 100K in one day. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I don't even think they took Landon to the hospital when he got burnt on the food. No, they didn't. Which that was a horrible burn. Like they should have.
It was 30 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bad one. Yeah. That's almost the whole point, though. I'll never understand how parents can monetize on their baby's pain. These guys are heartless. Yeah. Yep. Well, Karen, I bet they do wish they had a fucking clickbaited picture of him bleeding all over his face.
Right. Well, I like how they go, I didn't have a picture. And it's like, okay, so that means you didn't take a picture because it was because it was an emergency, right? But then she ends up having a picture. And then she also made sure she had a camera to vlog in hospital.
She had a picture, but she posted it for one, which I don't get. I can understand taking a picture and then sending it to Bianca and Andy.
Yeah, but to post it online, what does it matter? Yeah. They don't need to post it to Bianca. They went to the doctors.
Well, they usually take pictures of things. If the kids get hurt, they usually ask Bianca or Andy because Bianca's a nurse.
Yeah, but there's no need for that to go to doctors. Yeah. They go to hospital. You know what I mean?
I just noticed all their videos are heavily clickbaited to look like disasters. Yes.
Yep.
They are.
Remember the one where they had a hurricane or something and claws?
It's so dramatic.
It's super dramatic. There's their house and their pool behind them, and it's obviously they were green screened into the thing, and Karen has her hand over her fist oh my god, I can't believe this happened to us.
Apoc, I finally made it to life. Cool.
Yeah. Too bad we're almost done. We're almost out of here. Yeah, we'll do another one.
They say that they vlog for the memories, but vlog horrible times. Why would you want to remember that? Yep.
Well, it's just like with the social media detox thing. Here's the thing. They wanted us a break from vlogging, right? You know, something that they love because, you know, you love it. You want to take a break from it, right? But they wanted to just live their life. They did that for 2 weeks. Apparently, the qual literally says they didn't do anything. Just did the same thing they do on the vlog. Swim and redecorate or whatever. And then after they came back, they literally vlog 2 birthdays and Christmas. You know, they vlogged where they could live their life.
Where especially Christmas, they did 2 vlogs for Christmas, but especially Christmas, it's just like, that's when you could live in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to remember when my son split his lip open doing a flip. Yeah, well, you know,
Oscar's the one
memories, you know.
Quick with the camera when someone hurts. Yes, he is.
Dude, Oscar is all about that life. He made, again, when he sliced up his kid's face with the drone, he was doing it for the vlog, but he claims it as his worst parenting mistake as a father, and then literally uses it as the basis to make a lot of money. He made money off of it. He's like, this is my worst parenting mistake, guys. Now give me money. That's literally what it is.
I feel terrible for the kids. Can you imagine watching these videos when they are older? Yeah, they're probably going to be like, what the hell? Why did you pick up the camera after?
I know, huh?
They're so used to the camera, though. So until they get older and realize that it's not normal, they're not going to think that it's not normal, you know? Yeah, Oscar is extremely bad about vlogging injuries. They just showed footage of Levi pushing Alea into the pool. Why even show that? I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, why do you even show that?
Well, you know, it's funny. I've been also going on about lately.
Luckily, they didn't clickbait it though.
I've been also going on about how whenever Oscar is near one of these kids, they always get hurt. Yeah. It's always on Oscar's watch.
Well, you could tell Kira was mad at him for not paying attention too.
Yeah.
Okay, Baby's whole brand is just their kids getting hurt. All their videos are about that or about Oscar and Kira fighting. Yup.
Yes, sir.
But think about it. It's smarter to document a kid's injury when it happens because having such a big platform, if they didn't post about it, it could be concerning to the viewers. Yeah. But they don't need to post about it, like the actual incident. They can talk about it. Like the way when Karen talked about what happened to Jackson's lip, like obviously they're going to have to talk about what happened to his lip. Vlogging in the moment isn't necessary.
Yeah, there's a difference between talking about it and vlogging in the moment.
It's super obvious what happened to Jackson's lip. Like super obvious. Like it looks horrible.
Well, it's like when
so obviously you have to tell people what happened.
It's like when Jess Fam. It's like when Jess Fam used her grandmother's death for money. Like it'd be one thing if she actually just posted up a little tribute for her, for her followers and stuff like that, because they were kind of invested in her too, right? But she also, it wasn't just a tribute. She was vlogging she vlogged the process of her grandmother dying, of her grandmother being sick, and regardless if it's okay or not, I'm like, that's to me, that's not okay. You know, she used the process and the process of her grandmother's death for views.
So yeah, on top of they clickbaited it for views, and then on top of that, I don't think Karen explaining what happened is really the problem. It doesn't really bother me. It's the fact that she even thought about the fact that, I didn't get a picture. I just wasn't thinking about it. Like, of course you weren't thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's not anybody's first thought. But she had that in her thought, like, I didn't take a picture. Yeah. Nobody's asking if you took a picture or not.
No. And
nobody expects that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not normal to take a picture of your kid in pain.
If because Jess Fam uploaded a thing about the tribute to her grandma, and then she later on did uploaded an update video, which was basically the same thing but a little more detail. If she just did that update video, that'd be one thing, but the other video was more of like I said, filming the process. Yeah. So there's a huge difference in that. Dogs are barking. Sorry. Dogs are in trouble. Ooh. Erica, no one would question. They can just say in another video that he hurt himself. Yeah, exactly. You can just say, like, you can give the person some context to what happened. Like, if he got a hurt lip, and you can go, he fell, blah, blah, blah. But, like vlogging the moment is not okay.
Maybe. Like, when they've done it, what Karen did really wasn't horrible. It's just, she did vlog in the emergency room, which wasn't necessary at all. Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's just like first thought.
For a thumbnail.
First thought is pick up the camera. Oh, emergency! My son's playing. Pick up the camera. That's the problem.
Yes.
Not talking about it.
I feel like their kids don't even know boundaries at all. I worry they'll fall in the lake. Yeah, I hope not. Like, I usually when they're around the lake, they have the life jackets on. So let's okay. Levi pushing, I assume you mean Alea, into the pool was horrible. Oscar was right there and did nothing. Kira literally ran and jumped in before Oscar did. Yeah, he's like, I didn't see. I'm just like, your kids are around the pool. Maybe you should be paying attention.
Especially when you know.
Do fall in.
Especially when you know that your daughter doesn't swim.
Mm-hmm. No, the kid explained it if they don't have to show them actually getting hurt. Yeah. Yeah.
I read that.
Oh, sorry. Levi put, oh, yeah. Erica, no one would question. They can just say it in another video. Yeah. Oh, you said that.
No, you're not really allowed to film in hospitals.
I think you can.
You can, but
I think the doctors is a whole other thing, though.
That's true. I guess it's more of like a preference thing. I don't think you're supposed to, but then I think it's also left to the doctor.
Like, there's vloggers who have asked doctors, and they either say yes or no. Because usually Karen and Kwa blur out the face of the doctor. I think Oscar gets off on his kids getting hurt. I just think he just doesn't pay attention to anybody but himself.
I mean, I definitely don't think. I mean, maybe so though, because it happens enough. You know what I mean?
It does happen a lot.
It happens a lot.
I just think he's careless.
Yeah.
They also have a lot of kids to keep track of, a lot of small kids to keep track of, and it's just too much. I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm just saying they shouldn't have had that many kids if they can't keep up with them.
Yep.
I have kids, and one is very clumsy, and we haven't ever had as many injuries and accidents as Oscar and Kira. Also, the way he lets the baby's head flop around gives me anxiety. Oh, does he? I don't really pay attention to that. I should, huh? I don't even have kids, but when I do watch my family's kids, I drop everything to make sure they don't get hurt, especially around Okay. Yeah, especially around pools. Like, yeah. I want to get a kiddie pool for our kid, and
she's gonna be on that. She's super like she's so cautious. She is so cautious with her son that like I can literally be right next to him. She'd be like, she's checking up on him to make sure he's okay, even though I'm right there, and she trusts me in everything. It's just that she's just super mama mode all the time. We'll answer this last one and then we're gonna bounce out because we're gonna work out and our son's awake. So
yeah. Oscar's favoritism is so noticeable. I can't imagine how Leia will feel watching when she's older. Yeah, he kind of like skipped over Leia and just instantly went to
he made sure to call her disgusting. Yeah, he made sure.
He definitely has a favorite, and that is Teeny. And I do think that has a lot to do with him having been around her a lot as a baby, and then now like they're buddies. And I think he had more care in her than Kira did with.
Yeah.
Because Kira was working a lot at that time.
Yeah.
And didn't really spend as much time with Avery.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, that's about it. We're gonna go work out, eat, and son's awake. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna start doing more streams because I know you guys like it. We like it. Mm-hmm. They're really easy to do. Probably just replace that with the podcast type episodes. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll get you guys later.
Teeny is the kid after Leia. Yes.
Right,
wait, I want to answer this one.
Okay.
If Kira gets pregnant again, wouldn't that be dangerous? She's had.
He dropped his back scratcher.
She's had 4 C-sections in 5 years. She needs to worry about being alive and healthy for the 4 kids she has. Yeah, I know. I think they're being careless.
All right, he's getting fussy.
Hang on.
No. We're done. If you guys have anything else to say and we missed your comment, just comment down below the video when it's processed.
You don't have to use it for a thumbnail picture.
Hey, he's getting fussy. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. If we missed what you said, just comment down below and we'll reply to it in the comment.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.